Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's review is going to be about Zeke Arcana Tarot deck. So this is how it looks like I always do. I will list every information that you need on the description box down below. That's how it looks. Okay, so at the bottom it says, escape into a vibrant and nostalgic dimension. There is a world beyond an imagination out there. In that world, you will find wide open skies lined with hope and marshmallow pink clouds. There, alien creatures speak of destiny, wonder, and adventure. Zeke's Arcana is a colorful and rare interpretation of the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck, lovingly painted by the artist Zeke. Zeke's Arcana contains everything you need to read the tarot: a unique guidebook, the familiar 78 card deck, plus 2 brand new cards that were created just for this box. Reimaging your future. At the bottom it says who made the deck, if you need it here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I forgot to show these, but these were actually freebies because I know for a fact I didn't pay for those. And it's been a while, okay, that I've waited for these, but I might check again on my Kickstarter, but I'm pretty sure they were freebies because I know for a fact I didn't pay for this, or maybe it was an error. But so I got 2 sticker packs of the major arcanas, okay, and a tarot bag. Okay, sorry for the in and out of focus. Okay, that's how it looks. So let's see her. Okay, I'm gonna soon change the angle so you can see the cards better, but for now we're gonna keep this angle. Let me take another box to compare how big this box actually is. It's so big. Okay, this is the Final Rose Tarot. Look how different in size it looks. It's so big compared to the Zeke Arcana. It's so big in size. Oh my gosh. On top of the other one, it's pretty gosh damn big. Okay, we're gonna compare her with actual cards as well, but I don't think the cards are that big. Okay, but let's see her on the side. That's how it looks. It's on the inside. Okay, then what we have inside is the deck. Let's see him. Zeke's Arcana, a guide to reading and learning the cards. It's pretty light, okay? It's in plastic. So we have the content. 4 years in the making, some notes up front, reading the tarot card, terminology, upside down reading, know your numbers, know your court cards, know your suits, the swords, the cups, the coins, the wands, the major arcana, Zeke's 2 additional cards, 3 spreads for you to try out, and behind the scenes. Okay, that's how it looks. If you want to see at the back, on the back it's how it looks. Some notes in front. Let's see how it looks. Know your numbers. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is one of the very few oh my gosh, guide that actually talks about the numbers. So I'm really hyped about this part. Okay, know your court card, because I'm really intrigued on how people view their numbers. So this is good. Okay, they actually talks about the suit separately. Then the page, the court cards separately. Okay, so I love this. Okay, it's very well separated. Now, keywords for each cards. Okay, I love this. I love this actually. The major arcanas. A text for the major arcanas. Let's see. Okay, we have an image. It's not the complete card. Interesting. And not in a bad way. Oh, we have quotes. From what I can see, we have quotes. We're gonna take a card at the end and see how it reads. But I love when we have quotes. Okay, the good tarot is a good example on what I love in singing deck. The good tarot and light seer tarot deck. The read I love the notebooks because the guidebooks because they have quotes for each cards, and that's I feel like they have the same thing, and I love that. Okay, instead of it giving me a description of the card, again give me a quote, and I love quotes. Okay, so interesting, and not a lot of people do that, so A plus for that. Okay, then two additional cards, the patron and the maker, the three spreads for you to try out, the three card spreads, the Celtic cross, the presence, the challenge, the past, the future, above and below, advice, external and finishes, hope and fears, outcome. Then we have, okay, what is this? Ooh, okay. So they show the cards from sketch to how they end up being, I think. Okay, interesting. So this is a behind the scenes part. Interesting. And the last page is as follows. How many pages? 78 pages. Okay, very funny enough. So let's say the actual deck, the most awaiting thing in this whole entire thing. Oh my gosh. So excited for have been waiting since January for this, and we're in August. Okay, so that's how she looks at the bottom. That's how it looks, and of course, rose gold edges. Hell yes, this, which was a stretch goal, I believe, here from what I remember. So let's change angles and actually see cards properly. Okay, sorry if it's all over the place. I haven't filmed the river in so long, but let's see how. First, okay, I'm gonna see how it shuffles. I'm gonna do size comparison with other tarot cards. We're gonna pick a card. We're gonna read it. But first, I want to tell you, and I haven't done that in a while, but there are a few cards that stood out to me. I love the cypresses actually, but like I love most of them honestly. But there were some that stood out a lot to me, and I want to show. Like it's gonna be hard to choose like three top cards. Probably why I stopped doing that because girl, all the cards have their own perks, but the The aces stood out to me a lot. The queen of wands, the queens stood out to me a lot, but the queen of wands mostly. So let me find her. The queen of wands. The kings as well stood out a lot to me. This three of swords stood out to me a lot. Um, like some cards are very well thought out, and I'm like, girl. I forgot to mention that, but this one as well, like gorgeous. Okay, so obviously I cannot choose every single card as my favorite card. But in the Pentacles, the one that stood out, like every single Pentacle stood out to me, but there's one that stood out a lot to me, and it was this one, the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, oops, sorry. That's how shocked I was. It's so, I don't know, I just love with the meaning and the representation. This gotta be the best representation of the Seven of Wands, if I say so to myself. And I own a lot of decks, and I've seen a lot of decks. So this this one as well. I love the Ten of Pentacles with the bonsai. I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me, but this one as well. Oh, let's say like every single card have their own perks. Like it's so gorgeous. And the cups, I don't know if love the cups, and I feel like in general I'm never really attracted to the cups. Okay, it's not to be shady. Um, I feel like it's maybe because I'm a fire sign. Okay. Oh, I love this king though, and I love this patron card. Okay, and the Mika card obviously. But the one that stood out the most to me, I love this Four of Wands. I'm gonna try and choose three cards, and I'm gonna tell y'all afterwards. I love the Six of Wands as well. Oh my gosh. Eight of Wands, the cards I look up the most to is the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Sun. Can you tell I'm a Leo? Can you tell me fire sign? I think so. Um, but yeah, every card has their own perks, okay? And the representations are pretty good. And this is, I'm gonna give a full review up by the end of the year, because this is I owned a lot of decks. If you haven't seen my video on all the decks that I own, and this is my first pip deck. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna do a review on how it is, how I feel using this deck. Um, this a pip deck specifically. But I'm gonna choose my three favorite cards, and I'm gonna come back to y'all, okay? Okay, it was a hard decision, but my favorite ones from the first look. So maybe after I use it for a while, my favorite cards are going to change. But so far, my top three would be the Seven of Pentacles, gorgeous, and especially with the meaning behind it. If you know what it means, the Seven of Pentacles, I think this is the best representation of Seven of Pentacles, patience, growth. I love it. This Three of Swords, I just love the imagery. More than this one, I love it because it represents well the meaning behind the Seven of Pentacles and how I view the Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, personally, I really love this Three of Swords because of the imagery. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a clean. I'm not a professional in drawing, but it's just really clean, and it doesn't take away from the original message of the Three of Swords. Yes, it's very clean, but it still portrays a pain, and I love this. Okay, um, this Queen of Wands, obviously, I said I always look for the Queen of Wands, and I just love how the Leos, the lions are so cute on it, and I just love this card. Okay, for the additions, okay, I just love it. The imagery, the additions. Then, if we go to my wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, exactly 10. If we go for my top 10, those would be next. The Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. Although the imagery is very simple, I just love it because I didn't even need to read it was the Four of Wands to tell that it was the Four of Wands, and I love that. Okay, maybe because I'm a pro. I'm not a pro, but maybe because I've done tarot for a while now, so it's easy for me. But I don't love that. Maybe if you're new to tarot, this is going to be an easy deck for newbies. Okay, especially with the peep cards. I love this Ten of Pentacles. Not only the imagery but the meaning behind the drawing as well represents well the meaning of the Ten of Pentacles, just like the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like, I don't know why, I'm never really onto the Pentacles, but for this deck I love the Pentacles, not just for the imagery but the meaning behind the message of the card here. Again, another point, Knight of Coins. Okay, I love how they picked, to not get wrong, okay, I love how they pick the animal that lives in the desert, which represents well the Knight of Coins, because it's a night, it's a very slow paced card, slow paced energy, and I just really love that. But there's also a foundation, a solid foundation, which is again represents well the meaning behind the Knight of Pentacles. I love this Queen of Coins as well. I don't know. This one would be most specifically for the imagery. I don't, because there's a few cards that don't really have a specific meaning for them. But for the Queen of Pentacles, although I do have a specific meaning for the Queen of Pentacles, and it doesn't necessarily represent the meaning of my Queen of Coins, I just really love the imagery. I just feel drawn to the image for some reason. I love the patron. It's supposed to represent the as the tarot reader, and obviously the maker is supposed to represent whoever made this deck, obviously. And I love those two cards. But yeah, I really love the wands and the pentacles in this deck. Okay, and I'm not necessarily drawn to the pentacles in general, so that's why I'm very like, whoa, like the pentacles are really, I'm really resonating with the pentacles for some reason in this deck. Okay, so every deck has their own perks. Okay, this Ten of Cups is court. Okay, like, do I need to say more? Interesting for this one, how the Eight of Cups, because I didn't want to speak for every single card because we'll be here all night, all day, all night. But this is interesting that I noticed how there's one cup that is reversed. Okay, I can't wait to see how I read those cards. Obviously, when I'm gonna do a other video talking about the deck that I got this year, I'm gonna do a review on how I feel about it, how I use it, what I use it for, because every single deck that I own I use it for specific things, and I cannot wait to see what this deck will be like for me, what I use it for. Obviously I'm gonna do a spread for it, but I'll let y'all know in another video here. So let's see how it shuffles. Love the edges, obviously. They're really light. Oh my gosh. Okay, very interesting. So they shuffle really great. I don't want to refill shuffle with these, like I always say. I only refill shuffle with my decks that are really old. Actually, I do refill shuffle with only one deck that I own. It's a really used one. Let me show it to y'all. The only deck that I refill shuffle with is this one, and you can tell how used it is. Okay, obviously I won't refill shuffle with this because I don't need to, and it's brand new, and I'm too afraid to break it. So that's why you don't see me refill shuffle with these. Let me shuffle with my other hand so you can see. It shuffles great. It shuffles great. Okay, then size comparison. So let's pick this and this. Okay, so the Vox Arcana Oracle. Interesting, Nine of Swords here. Nine of Swords, and okay, let's see. It's pretty much the same size. It's the same size basically here. On the back, pretty much the same size. Okay, and then with the Good Tower, which is like an oracle size. Oh, oops, wrong card. Wow. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so much bigger here. Is it me or is it much bigger? Vox Arcana. Okay, it's a little bit bigger. Vox Arcana and the Zeke card. A little bit bigger. Okay. but still, and have small hands, and it's still pretty easy to shuffle for me, okay, compared to those who are a little bit harder to shuffle with for obvious reasons. But I have small hands, and the Zeke's Arcana cards are really easy to shuffle with. So just to let y'all know, even though they are a little bit on the bigger side, they're really easy to shuffle with, and they're very light, which is a plus if you love to for shuffle, if you love to take jumpers, because some decks I own, they really get tiring really easily, really quickly, which is unfortunate for me because I love to shuffle. Okay. Um. So let's take a card and let's read it. Okay, shall we? So which cards wants to be read? Which card or cards wants to be read? What is somebody that needs to hear now? Maybe it's for me or for somebody that is watching this review. What card wants to be read? Okay. Please give me a jumper. What card? Which card wants to be read? Thank you. Oh, the Fool. How here is there. Okay, this is actually resonated for me already. So we have the Fool. Aries energy. Let's read her. Okay, we're gonna take a major arcana, and we're gonna take a minor arcana, and we have a minor arcana. Okay, well, it's the king, but it's on the minors. Interesting. Thank you, universe. Wasn't hard to pick. Okay, so let's see the Fool. Oh, okay, we have an image of all the swords. Interesting. I didn't see this. I love that. So if I want to check with real quick which suit it is, I can just look at this page instead of looking for the actual page of the actual description of the card, which is, I love this because this is the first time I see somebody do it. There's a lot of things that um, I would love to see more in books that they have in their guidebook, and I love that. So for the Fool, the Fool. Come, come, not far now, she said to me as she bounded towards the edge. I knew her mad, but still I felt giddy. The Fool is the hero of the whole deck. Something big is about to happen when you draw this card. You'll get to see the world with fresh eyes and wide-eyed optimism again. And let's read the King of Cups. King of Cups, a skilled communicator and diplomat who builds relationship and bridges between people. Okay, so somebody's gonna actually resist for me. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody's gonna get a new chapter in their life, and they're gonna socialize a lot, and you're gonna meet people from different walks of life. Even though you're in the same thing, you may want the same thing. You realize that you're gonna talk to a lot of different people. You're gonna socialize. You're gonna meet different people from different type of walks, and you're gonna realize that the sky is the limit. Maybe you're coming specifically. Maybe it's school. Maybe it's work. You may look to study for the same thing, but you realize there's so much possibility to the outcome. So for example, you're studying to be a doctor. Example, you're studying to be a doctor, but you're realizing that there's so many different things you can do as a doctor, because you're going to talk to a lot of people that not necessarily want to be a doctor in the same environment as you. So you're gonna realize that, oh, okay, like that was a thing, I didn't know that. And you're gonna realize there's so much possibility. Okay, and if you still don't know what you want to do, talking to a lot of people is going to make you, like, help you realize that the sky is the limit. Like, you can be anything you want, and you're not just limited. For example, with the example of a doctor, you're just not limited to be a doctor. You can be more specialized, and you can find something that will fit for you. You just need to look for it, okay, because there's something out there for everybody. And talking to a lot of people is going to make you realize, maybe you're coming to study, and the first year you want to be something, but as you meet people, you study new things, you see every different people walks of life. You're gonna realize, oh, okay, maybe I want to do this. So by the end of the years you studied, you may started wanting to be something and ending wanting to be something totally different, which is not negative. It's very positive, because you realize that there were all the things you could be. Maybe you thought, like, oh, I'm gonna be a doctor, it's gonna be boring, I'm just gonna see this bit patients every single day, or I'm just gonna see those specific type of patient, but you can choose where you want to work and how you want to work. You just need to find what's perfect for you, because there's, like I said, there's something for everybody out there. You just need to look for it because it's there. Okay, and I feel like this new chapter is going to help you realize that, and I love this because it's resonating for me. Okay, but yeah, is there anything else that I want to say? Yeah, no, basically. Oh, the strength card. Yeah, you're strong. Okay, don't give up and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Leave energy, okay? You're strong physically, mentally, and this new chapter is going to be a test, and at the same time it's going to help you see how strong you are and to not listen to what other people say, because people always be not jealous, but people always be hating, and you're going through this um new chapter is gonna help you realize, like, damn, like I can handle a lot of it actually. Okay, don't listen to what people have to say. You know your strength, and this new year is gonna help you realize how strong, how much more capable you think you are, and not just what other people think. You're gonna realize that you are more, you can handle more than you allow yourself to handle. Although you don't have to, but the universe is gonna try to show you, like, girl, I was gonna swear, but girl, don't listen to them other people. You know your limit, and I feel like this is gonna push your limits, but in a very good way. It's gonna help you show resilience, strength, patience, how to socialize to get to know yourself more, and for your future as well. And I love this reading. Okay, it's very bittersweet. I love it. But yeah, that's it. That's what I have for y'all. Hope this wasn't tough. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.